Yeah, Alfred CC Choice FM. This, they go to the General, Lieutenant General Amara. I just want to know, plenty thank you first for the agriculture and the other things and we talk about. We know say very soon we'll get enough bomb in the country. But let's quickly go back to Yenga. How the plans for Yenga. Then two, you get any plan for modernize the military equipment and communication system them? How our SLAF will continue for work with ECOWAS or other international partners them for build capacity? Waiting on they do for improve discipline, mental health, and morale among the soldiers them. Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Ibrahim Sarasisi, Voice of Salon Radio. A director for Tourist Board. As you did talk about tourist issues, tourism sector, let me take you through. The Old Fobe College na historical sites na this country. Since the refugee they when they come, that building they been born. So what you una don't do for able make that historical building continue for be a touristic site and continue for be and a site where Salon go remember generation yet unborn. Another question, sir, please.
Thank you very much. Ahmed Yusuf Toure, Care Times newspaper. Thank you very much, Mr. NPRA, Aloha, for the updates and reminds you far back 5 years ago, indeed. Just want to ask if would expect forget a lower price in formula again, and what's in your relationship with Ministry of Transport, because passengers they cry that when once fuel can go up, transportation they shoot up. But when once fuel they come down, they know they think about them as to how best transportation they come down. We up till now and they cry for that. And then Madam General Manager, thank you very much, sir. How soon do they expect a breakdown of fuel again, please? Thank you very much.
Mohammed Bandura, Capital Times newspaper. So the serious. Days ago, you did a parliament where parliament summoned you on the issue between the military and that of services secondary school. We really want to know what are the measures that we don't put in place for avoid that chaos between UNA and the school, thinking at the free quality education scheme of President Bio. And to the PRA. I want to plenty thank you for the 5 questions. Eh? Now 4? Don't go.
Mina John Kelly Mara, I the report for Daybreak newspaper and also the editor of Financial Standard. My question they go to the Chief of Defense Staff. Since the end of the 11-year civil war, the officers who fought the war, some of them then be destabilized, some are lost in hand, some are lost in food, some are lost in families, and some are even become blind. So what do you mean to don't do for WIA in meaning wounded in action, Soja Mandem? Thank you.
So we don't get the 4 sets of 5 questions, and I think for this set, now the Lieutenant General and I win. So now they start. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the host.
who is the Deputy Minister of Communication, Information rather. You see, the issue of Yenga is part of Sierra Leone, no doubt. I'll make that established here. But it's a land that is contested by our neighbors, who said we also lay claim to the land. So what we do, from time immemorial, we not engage, they engage. You know, they say the pen is mightier than sword. I think we don't go through on, we don't want any war again for anything also. They avoid strategic miscalculation. I call it strategic miscalculation. We have some way for handle through diplomacy, you make it common eyes cut and knocking bone good picking. So they engage you to brothers and our brothers and when you go over, you talk the same language, same name. Would they engage you, they understand, say, this is not something to fight or so people soldiers die for or people die for. Let's come on the table and discuss it. Diplomacy is a weapon greater than any other weapon on earth. I think the government, through His Excellency the President, don't start that engagement. At the grand strategic level at multilateral institutions, they come down at regional level. However, what we not do, we will can this maintain, the President guide we seize them freedom. That way them they do try, they not do it again. Now we go sit down here, them pap, look at 50 meters, they see me as you do clean internet car. The neighbor, so then they don't restrain them small. And any way not to you know they die for them. We go to call the moral and conceptual components of fighting power. Morally, you only fight for something you believe in. Conceptually, you go determine the way the world or whether a doctrine correct. Physically, if you get Boko Haram, say no matter. Afghanistan, they may get over $1 trillion they spend by the armed forces. Only 75,000 Taliban can pull the whole board. So the will to fight is important than any other thing. Now that will we get. Now make we don't go closer, we don't cut it off. We don't sit down, we don't put the middle, we don't kaya. 50 meters we go then the beach, we pass and cross over, then go. Interestingly, one day, around days there, on the minds I put it, I no talk on the radio. But we don't restrain them so much the freedom when them get, no get again. While that the Apple we don't show will for that for waiting on our own, we continue for use the diplomatic and for engage. As I say, we don't need anyone again. Yenga will be solved by God in power. Up to the answer the Yenga question. The next one, capability and equipment. Well, I make if you watch waiting, His Excellency the President do for we, it's a lot open up and reform. You are close to the life, you see what could happen. We are opening up and we are reforming. Trying a single service to get for protect the Australian. We are small, we've been challenged. We know they bring the air and the Navy together for operate as one family. Now we don't get what you call tri-service. The Army, the Navy, the Air Force do establish on their own with service chips and flag cars. Then they get their own budget line. And at the end of the day, we they use the individual capabilities, we they grow. Even the soldiers officers, the way they now, they all get hope. Nobody know the store in one place. The top door open, you know, close like a metallic pyramid. So that reform is key to the country's stability. Because until we reform well, and then equip we well, we're not able to deliver adequate security for Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone are the most peaceful and beautiful country on earth, my brother and sister, I tell you. If you doubt, go other country outside Sierra Leone, go see. If you work at 3 o'clock, nobody disturb if you not go bad place. We are very peaceful people. We don't want trouble. You see, so we are going to reform and set the trajectory where this country will be safe for decades to come. Then small to be in country, I don't mind the run, we are going to stop it. The government and the president will support we, will create stability for great campaign on this country. And then discipline, mental health, yes, the soldier work now highly tense work. Most people they come out and they get dementia because the work is stressful. Now 3 law the entire away. Where you sit down and 1 law you get. Who get military law, managerial law, civil law. 1 game out of my 3 law and it is risky. It causes stress, madam. But you need those laws because when you give somebody weapon ammunition, you for time brace and boom, let you know how they work. So so that's the problem. But I'm sure say we want to say perfectly. On services secondary school, I want to make this clear. Now we are the proprietor of all services secondary school in Freetown, Wilberforce, Juba, Benguema. Now me are the proprietor. The board of governing board chairman and Absalaf, the Colonel Director of Studies. How could go poor way to now we on? I think somebody mistakenly twist that. When I make me, I don't follow the person sir, because I don't fall for cheap media. Well, I stay focused. What do they do in our services and Moriton? We want to take a frontage of our barracks. We know FIBA we build decent shops and we Wait to my boss in the past say, na soldier barrack says. But you go build somebody in front of us as if we are alone and not able to look after we. It's wrong. So we are changing this narrative. Make it front agent. If you go to our barracks now, would they pan tar road, would they pan build water, would they change roof? These are the things we want. Oh, the soldiers are happy. We not say they're happy, no so. But somebody twist that. Go frame me, go mischaracterize me. But me as a strategic leader, I don't follow debate. I keep quiet. I do it, I do quietly. You, if you say, Mona, the law there above all, we're in a rule of law country, no so. Can we go any sign of court? That noise na social media know that attract me. So that is where we are on services. Finally, on WIA personnel, we've managed WIA personnel very well. We fought war for 11 years, one of the brutal wars in this country. I fought that war for the complete 10 out of 11 years. I know it's they talk. We saw as a wounded, some died, so we're unable to see them today. But from 2002, we have been paying WIAs, wounded them. If you ask me right now, the real wounded in action not exist again because don't stop war for years. What you get now, people the way they in active service, they incapacitate themselves and they become wounded while serving. Yeah, I want to clarify. I want to draw that clear line here. Let you understand. Wounded in action, not they because the war don't know for over almost a year. But people then they were incapacitated, we wound in the process of carrying out the function, we can call them wounded in action. But not wounded in action during the war. These ones we are managing, we're handling. The number don't they high, absolutely. Would engage finance or law funding for server. I think we're on top of it, not only to wait for cause alarm. With the manager, we soldier the welfare, important pass me so because without any soldier, I'm not fit for soldier. And the way soldier feel for 10 million problem, it means I'm not fit for big general. Thank you very much.
No politics about what you say. Another remote today. It is clear, it is straightforward, with military terms. I need a clarifier. Strategic miscalculation. This is strategic miscalculation. Where they see somebody, if you say they bitter. Locally, strategic miscalculation. Then you better. Then do you do something? Even when you go sit down, you turn. Say, no, I'm not for the offense. So Yama, he calculates everything. The best approach I don't take, but he says something where not to somebody for go sit down on social media, begin brag about her. And we military, they don't go sandwich the Guinean troop, this and that. Everybody like ego. Yeah? If you say Salome nation, so they don't say. They're back in the arts there. That means you are explaining our own strategy to the enemy. They go to see that they don't know why they did so. Yeah? So you not go see that saying so the general say that we don't go there. They're not able to pass against us. No. Or they say they're not ready for that. No. Nobody no one die. So they have a role to play to protect the sovereignty of Sierra Leone, and they are prepared to do it. But diplomacy, in fact, the ECOWAS chairman of this country now. The ECOWAS police boss in this country today. The ECOWAS foreign affairs minister in this country today. The ECOWAS justice in this country today. People be say this election will win and not mean nothing. But we see now the branches where they come out. Thank you very much.
So the question about the seaweed management and waiting at the strategy what we don't put in place. Of course, we all know say we don't use now to the seaweed. Since the very first time we start for see the seaweed in 2000. The thing is, there is no way tourism go able for thrive, or we will say we get tourism if we not get a proper environment. The environment is key because the environment and the natural resources we God give we. So if we not manage her well, we go lost her. What about the deforestation? All that they affect tourism. All of those things now, environmental issues where they affect tourism. But you know, the question where they ask you, where you the answer, you go want, I mean, first of all, we'll get time more for talk. But anyway, we'll answer the question. So what am I saying? How do we address all entire, the salmon, you know, the seaweed, which is part of all environmental issue? What till we don't do? Some of these are environmental issues, so it also need forget the on environment for Carlo. We see how we're able to tap from climate change for financing for address some of the issues there. The reason we make for them tear the hamburger because now the coastal, you know, say we now the product, we beaches there, now part of tourism product. So wait till we decide for do. We don't come up with, we come with a tourism challenge where we address the very environmental issues there, where they affect coastal beaches, where they affect, we go at the end of the day, affect tourism. We ask well-meaning Sierra Leonean for let them come up with proposal, waiting will be the alternative to some of them here what we they do, we harmful to the environment, which we go affect tourism at the end of the day. Then become solid proposal. Proposal, we get alternative, instead of sand mining, they go take and what you go do. We did that. We also talk about the waste management control, how we go do. Or we get a proposal which is well funded by young Sierra Leoneans there. And recently, we also don't put a proposal together, we get for do with this seaweed. We all know say seaweed get economic value. It just kind of like how we go package it. So we don't put proposal which is well costed. What do we try for do now for sell all them proposal here, maybe to donors or investment, people that will then focus on environment. Let them see how they go come for funding tier where we believe say go to a very large extent, go try for solve the issues the way they face. Then we continue with public awareness education. Like what do they do so for Teluna? And quick one, somebody mentioned about, Chairman, just, Minister, just give me briefly about the Old Fuabe College. Old Fuabe College, there's some work that has been being done by government. We can get some work where we do wall bracing for try for, you know, protect the wall and then enough for them. We try for give them stronger pillar. Some of this and try for publish some of the wood, corner woods there. But so far, apart from, and even the side the way they're rusty, apart from them small, quick fix issues the way we don't do, the MRC, they work now together with a British archaeologist for try for do a very detailed study for look at the viability of the college and how for preserver. You know, they just can't almost say you preserve something without, you know, get the know-how of how for preserver. So something is being done. Just like a lot of things also they're being done by the ministry and its sovereign agency in terms of sites development.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, the last response will come from Mr. Krumah.
Thank you so much, my brother. For the first time, I get the least question. I'm happy for that. You asked whether if price can down, will you put them down? The government of President Julius Maada Bio is a very transparent and accountable government. Now I reminded that all the time 5 years ago, this age, before we become authority, we don't review pump price over 4 times the record day. Pricing formula regime is very transparent. If we review them, because we get pricing component, only affects the local pump price from the plant to the premium to the freight to the foreign exchange. Now only one day within government control is the foreign exchange. The rest are exogenous factors. Then this new act, what I tell you, this is a Kumbra Act, section 64(1), it tells you say will not allow anybody for misapply the pricing formula, would result into an overcharge. That's also consistent with section 12(2)(b). We say we mandate now for set a ceiling. Let not allow anybody for sell above the ceiling with NPRA does it. At the moment, we have 27.4 and 27.3. Anybody sell above that, please report that matter to the authority. Now, Sierra Leone, we do a study with World Bank. Now, only Sierra Leone, with 101 countries, now only Sierra Leone will get homogeneous prices. Where you go buy fair now, Lombly, you go to Kailan at the same price. You go buy fuel now, Kisi, you go to Kabbalah at the same price. It is not happening anywhere in the world. Price must be heterogeneous. Because you go buy fuel, you go negotiate, you got your supplier, you got your freight, you got your vessel where they count the product at the port of Sierra Leone, you got your freight, you got your premium, completely different. Those variability cannot result into a homogeneous price. That's the first test. If you don't get different suppliers, they're not going to get different pump prices. So now we support the agency, the media, the CSO, they will continue for support. Let they pass the right message to the consumers and to the populace. Let they give half truth. Let they give inappropriate truth, or they mislead you. Now for the Popo, for the table tanky, because they support, or they promote the initiative.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll take 3 questions. Whether they say 50-50, woman hand it up, 1. I they look for woman, then possibly man it. You not be asked? 2, 3.
Good afternoon, everyone. Your name Fatih was the Mojushala Usha Conte, and I report for Women's Voice newspaper. Mr. Bangura, Lieutenant Bangura, thank you for the good work, sir. Well, in our interview with Madam Nansu Fofana, when a woman and girl picking activist, he say, Colonial way now na brigadier, Colonial Kwame Kanu, he gets an allegation, a rape allegation, and 13 out of 16 sexual harassment report. And out of all the plea, where they don't make noise on social media and all, with media around them, then still go ahead for promote to brigadier. So my question where I will ask now, the woman them na the military still safe? And also, where they don't promote Colonial Kwame Kanu, you know think say more perpetrators go in at the military?
Mohamed Kamara, The Watch and the Humanity. Lieutenant General, if this younger issue continues to be on engagement because they are brothers, they are sisters, they are this, our children are suffering, our people are suffering, and we will blame you for violating the fundamental rights of even the citizens of this country. Could you now begin to say that the right place haven't failed in all negotiations. The right place to go is the International Court of Justice for immediate arbitration, because neither the NGOs here cannot fool the bill of those children suffering in the street without no food. Neither the NGOs here cannot fool the bill of our people sleeping without food. What we want is, on behalf of my people, as a journalist, I'm appealing to you to please begin to say, we want immediate arbitration from the International Court of Justice. Enough is enough, enough is enough. Swearing is zero. We have our own sovereignty. Thank you.
Godfrey Kamara from Sky Radio. So, Mr. Bangura, how does the petroleum revenue contribute to national budget and economic development?
Mr. Kroma from National Petroleum, that question is for you, although it was misdirected. So, please, wise, any panelist now they respond, you just say your last word to the people. Yeah? You close your response with your last word to the people. We will have that in, I think, 3 minutes. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the host. The first question has to do with Yenga. No, why we promote Kwame? Kwame. The Army get the zero tolerance policy for fraternization, sexual exploitation, abuse, and rape. So there was an issue of alleged rape. We started to investigate this, but then the Giwe Act take supremacy over any institution of this country. Once a rape, if was subject to SLP and they carry out the investigation. So we not to the competent authority for investigating rape. One day over to SLP. Waiting me investigate the issue of fraternization. And that has to be with inappropriate placement at the wrong time. For that one, I take action administratively. For take action against the officer. But the issue of rape was beyond my authority. So SLP investigate the issue of rape, then come out that then give a conclusion that there is not too much of evidence or proof that the incident happened. And when that happened, we not get the right for hold somebody. Rape is a difficult case, especially where it takes hours and hours before it's proven. We not get the forensic instrument and now. It's a difficult thing, but this thing language on the sense will decide for build capacity for stop that thing in the future, for stop it completely. So that we even do a lot of affirmative actions now. We enlighten the females' mind. The policies are very clear. If man says he wants, you not a problem. But you're not going to write for us, you become all our mate. But sometimes again, I don't know, ignorance or some people they fall prey. But actually, Kwame issue was such that when we investigate them, the sanctions for whole and for fraternization in the army, according to a policy, it falls below that sanction. And even the issue of rape was not able to be proven. And there's no reason why I go punish somebody, even though you might say you see some elements of the incidency, but it has to be investigated by the competent authority, the SLP, DPP for advice, go to law officers department and camp, and follow all that process. On the fraternization within the ILS policy is very clear. One or two of you must answer that, yes, you are in a relationship, and both denied. So it was difficult somehow. It was difficult. I'm open up to, if you want to come to me, I'll open up and engage you all the processes from it's too small. I hope that answered the question. The second one has to be with Yenga. Yes, I'm in empathy with you, complete sympathy. As a CDS face you don't hear. You know, they call them Duat states. Two states go together fight for common water or land. It's what brings war. But war is a very expensive theater, very expensive enterprise. In as much as we get for office, the ultimate end is to fight. But if there's any way we can go short of that, at least let's do it. One, it is painstaking, the people are suffering, it's a human rights problem. But we have to package ourselves and sell our narrative well. That is why the commander-in-chief, who is the president now, is the chairman, authority of head of state and government of ECOWAS. The first platform for report the case through the ICJ as they talk. We are getting the ECOWAS delegation headed by the president of Guinea-Bissau, Mbaro Sissoco, is coming here very soon. So the actions are being taken diplomatically for which the president is absolutely in charge. He's taking the action, is providing the military direction for us to take. We want to avoid any minor error with the great problem, yeah? And then finally for ECOWAS, yes, for all my colleagues and chief of the Senate staff that West Africa, I'm the chairman for this period, we're each in a chairman. So I'm using that space to navigate, to be able to tilt the trending issues and therefore make them become attractable one, not only for solve the Yenga problem, but for address the threat the way they permit this sub-region. It's my humans, common sense and they make book, common sense and they change institution, common sense and they make money. If you see another other way, tell me I want to know. So on this note from Buddha, I tell you, thank you. I'll be most delighted for Kai face any other time. I'm your CDS, not feel for approachments I go. I'm approachable. Thank you very much.
So I don't think say I get any question for answer, but they expect the gentleman that will ask me question for use the opportunity for ask. But all they say, let me use this platform for talk to all me company Sierra Leoneans them. We don't come a long way with tourism. When I see the kind way where tourism build momentum in the past 5 years to date, when I see. And I want to let when I know say, we get data for people say, we now get international tour operators them where they help promote Sierra Leone. UK number we get 7 where the package are with the same group. Quite recently, we get from North America, G Adventures them. We don't get behind them from 2019. And I want to make you always say, G Adventure, if they are not even the number 1 global tour operator, then they're inside the first 3. They don't get interest in salon. They don't can do farm trip. Then say for a come now, June they can they see the ways. But we tell them, we find a way around it. So, and then they begin saying group na salon November. What do me want to say? If we want let tourism go before, if we indeed say tourism business, now all man business, do ya, no we manage we waste. We also they plead to city council, do ya, if they're able for give them big truck, dustbin, truck, for help them people that are then community, or the one that are the peninsula, who said them going to deposit their waste, so that they can't take them. They will get people that they can collect them. We also want to encourage good meaning, Soriat people that we partners them. Do ya, we need support. We need logistical support in terms of rent gears for we field workers them. We need una for camp. All man they gonna that beach today. And I can see walking on cleaned out. Sunday, they go exercise. All man they go exercise. When them drink water, they drop her. And they are dustbin all around Lumley Beach. But you know, just see and say, it's very difficult for let it walk to the dustbin and drop in waste. Please, when Allah we stop them practices then they, Lord will not support to it. Because we say, we the tourism people and say, tourism business, now all man business.
Mr. Kuma.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The young lady, beautiful lady from Sky Radio, you asked about the petroleum revenue contribution to the economy. I want to say this commodity, it touch the life of every citizen. It also touch the activities of all sectors, including tourism, including security, including education, including transportation, would it touch the lives of every sector. Also, would it help the Ministry of Finance for improve on the fiscal space through the contribution of our revenue. We also contribute to road maintenance fund. In fact, now this is the largest contribution for the able repair and maintenance those roads, those feeder roads. We also support to our feed salon agenda. They'll get access to the market. The sector in contribution will also lead to free quality education support. We also promote social welfare, access to the market, because our revenue is predictable and very reliable to the Ministry of Finance. I want to take this message home, please, my colleagues and the media, for say, will help me for push. We don't get cabinet conclusion in 2022 December for let we get an outlet in the sector. The entire petroleum sector in Sierra Leone, the entire world, now we no more government get any oil company. So we don't get paper on that. When a Sierra Leone petroleum company would help me for promote that. Because Ghana get Goel, Guinea get Sonap, Burkina Faso get Sunabi, let get oil, let us find at the hands of few players in the interest of Australians. Then anybody who get interest, you go meet up, you go meet the media team. Let us see the coin fair price now West Africa. We see 30 leons, we see 29 leons, we see 28 leons. Our media team will share this, we get interest so that it will help now for say this government they don't do well and for open the market and the prices are moving down because of our policy. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much to everybody. And the purpose for which we bring the people there for interface with UNA, now for let ensure the correct message meet with people. Some questions what they ask, not because we don't know the answers, now because we want to give opportunity to other people for land. Now we don't see President Bio elect one as ECOWAS chairman. The benefits, how did they download that? How will they go now so they download? Next year, we'll be there in a meeting where they tell us next year, ECOWAS conference, na Salon de Hosta. By the grace of God, Lord, all get long life, everybody, let us see some of these things. A fine for criticize, But we all, Salone big pass, we all. Now we put Salone before, and now we all put hands together for push Salone go before. Now it go good for me and you. Yenga is very key, now people then they, but now we allow the diplomatic route. Now we engage her. We no one lost anybody again. Tourism, if we for attract tourism, now we change our attitude in waste management. That is the message. Opportunities that are available in that sector. And the ministry and the sector, they do very well for attract tourism. But by our attitude, we can dampen all the efforts we make. The Director General don't challenge we. And me say I know, even in America and other places, fuel station price is different. Pump price is different by station. The same fuel where they burn the price where they pay na free on. We say all fuel they come on. Now they pay na Kailan. Where that person don't come miles away for come buy na. That is a fact. Now you make all the questions what they expect. I mean they expect NPRA for really day on the spotlight. But when it talk the reality, very minimal questions now you get. To this end, we say plenty thank you to everybody, and I will continue for Kenya, and the purpose for Kenya that for Kego the correct message. I thank everybody. God bless all.